How we doing today, man? We are back from Madrid. I'm super hyped to be back and got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. Justin coming out as a fraud, apparently, allegedly. That was crazy. I'll talk about that in this video. And Apex, wow. They are 85% off. I don't know why they kept telling us 90%, so I said like 90% in some of my Twitter posts, but 85% off. The changes to Apex make them genuinely, and I know I'm affiliated, and Code Diego does make me money, so use Code Diego on any of the firms I'm affiliated with, and it helps me out, supports the channel, supports what I'm doing here. But that being said, like, I've been using Apex even when people were hating on them and saying whatever. Now you guys are going to see everybody switch up and start glazing Apex, but for rightful reason, right? What was the biggest complaints about Apex beforehand? Payout denials, unclear rules, X, Y, and Z. Dog. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to say, based on what they say, I'm just going to go off what they're saying, right? You still get 20 accounts. Which other firm allows you 20 accounts? Literally no account I know of lets you get more than like 5. Alpha's like 3, Lucid's 5, Tradify 5, TopStep 5, like whatever. That's standard. That's fine. That's still good. You can make a lot of money trading 5 accounts. But 20 accounts is literally why Apex is goated anyways, because a minimum payout is 10K. $500 payout across 20 accounts is 10K. So you need a minimum payout to get $10,000 a month. That's pretty crazy, right? 5 days for a payout now instead of 8. You used to need 8, so now you can get weekly payouts, which is crazy. So now you can get about 3 to 4 a month. 1 day to pass, that's always standard. That's goated though, because who wants to spend more than 1 day on eval if you're just full port news? No consistency on eval, obviously 100% requested, no split. This is huge, right? You request $500, you get paid $500, right? On a lot of other firms, you get like 80%, which is just so annoying because you're already only getting the request part of it anyway. So 100% is huge. One-time fees, so the accounts don't rebill each month. They expire at the end of the month, but let's be honest, nobody's trading an Apex account for more than a month on eval stage. And no payout denials. This is the biggest one. No payout denials. You literally are not getting denied on your payouts anymore. Obviously, unless you start hedging or like doing actual like bad stuff like hedging. Like you can't just take 2 accounts, long one, short the other. That's like actually against the rules, so you'll get denied. But in terms of the actual like everything that they changed, right? There's no gray area. There's no any of that anymore. They got rid of the trailing drawdown as well. So now what do we have? Oh, wow. Rhythmic intraday trailing drawdown. If these intraday trailing drawdowns are still cheaper because if you look at the price, I haven't looked at the price of anything. But what do you get now, though? What are you getting when you are trading them? Why did they change? What rules did they change to make this possible? Well, it's just the you have a max loss limit. So you have a max loss limit built in. But do you really need to lose more than $500? That's 1/3 of your balance on the funded stage? No, you absolutely do not. So Apex for me now is going to be just up there with the best firm along with Lucid. I really think Lucid's alongside them the best firm. So that being said, man, Code Diego and all the firms. Tradify is running some 30% off. Lucid's doing like 50% off for the first 2 accounts you buy. Apex, like 85, 90% off. My Funded Futures, I'm not sure what deals they're running, but Code Diego, man, run it up, boys. But that being said, what am I looking for to get into the charts? Now let's talk about the trip. I'm hyped. I'm excited to be back. I'm looking at this, right? I noticed this. There's no SMT here, but we have swept out this high pre-market, right? We swept up and reversed off of it. We didn't quite reach midnight open. Obviously, there's been some big war news that is, like part of the analysis that we're going to have to go with, right? So this is where market opened, new week opening gap low. And then where we closed last week was right here, right? So keep this in mind. We have a minute to market open. I'm just going to give my thought process. I've already looked at the market, obviously, today. But if I look on the hourly, right, what am I kind of paying attention to? I'm paying attention to the fact that we've been in a downtrend. We swept this high. We left this one, but we swept the high, and we have been downtrending. We have this low and this low, and this low, that's kind of like the main target. I want to see us flush through this side. I think it'll be quick here if market open, but I do want to highlight, right, we have this low right here. We swept on ES, so ES can kind of see this low is the same low. ES has taken that low out, and we've been reversing a little bit. So we have bullish SMT, but I don't really know if that's going to really matter, I really don't. So we're going to see, right? We could fill the gap at some point. I think we're going to fill the gap, right? Market opens about the inverts this 5 minutes, so longs really don't even look that bad off market open here. To where I could be willing to go for on this account. This account's up because I traded. We'll see if we start ripping. But this account's up because I traded gold open yesterday. Yeah, we are opening. The volatility is going to be kind of crazy here to start. Let it do its thing. But again, I'm leaning bearish just because of the warnage, right? So I want to see this 15-minute gap get inversed. That'll give me the bias towards these lows. This could be the manipulation, but we could also just want to go back higher, right? This is a bunch of low resistance liquidity that we built up pre-market, so not really quite sure what we are doing, right? So we manipulated off open. I'm not trading the live account today since it's the first day back. It just feels sketchy to do so. We are manipulating both sides, so I'm going to let market open do its thing. But yeah, we're up $200 here. We want to pass these evals. We have a fresh pass. This is a fresh passed account, and then this one is a passed account. That's up $900. So the copy traders are all on. 6 there, and then yeah, I'm going to long this, I believe. Yeah.
Order filled.
Only on the Alpha Futures one. Because I need to make a ridiculous amount of money to pass this account.
Order filled.
So we're up. Midnight open is right above, so I'm just going to take profit right at the 59, which is the midnight open. Okay,
Order
so
filled.
that's midnight open. That's another TP, and then we'll let the last one run to this high, 900 is the target. This wick lower and this close was a really nice entry. Only got in on this account though, unfortunately, but I'm going to keep trailing each candle. To keep locking in more. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out. I'm actually going to just let it do its thing. I don't mind giving it that room. If we get a big close above this wick, then I'll go. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yeah, it should go. Too bad I didn't get it on the other accounts. Sometimes when it's running, you just gotta let it run though. But I don't want to get greedy. Every candle open, you can just trust that it's gonna go higher.
Stop filled.
All right, we made 600 on that trade. Should have made way more when you think about it, but I took profit around like this high on a 180 point move, but not gonna complain or get greedy. So now we have a clear target to this high after a pullback. I'm done on this account for the day. Take a screenshot there. Really simple trade. Really simple trade on the longs, right? Just started getting heavy displacement towards these highs. Could expect it to go higher. And just like that, we almost have made back all of the losses from that one crash out day, right? We were up 700 on the account. Now we're up 470. So too bad, but I'm just gonna log out here of this account. And then we'll focus the Lucid evals potentially. And then the Apex accounts I have. So these Apex accounts are still on the old rules. But yeah, that's a good first trade back. And for everyone that's like, oh my gosh, you just gamble market open. Well, you guys can think what you want, but I like this trade. Why? Because we had these relative equal lows. We sweep them out pre-market. We have all this low resistance liquidity. We have SMT at the lows on the weekly time frame. We get market open. We let it do its thing. What happens? Starts pressing lower. Oh, no, it wicks. It closes really strong. Closes at the opening price of the week. And then when you get this strong of a close at open with the volatility we're expecting, it's very, very likely to just keep ripping. So I wish I got in with a better fill. Kind of hesitated, but it is what it is. Still a great trade. Still made some good money on it, and the account's up good on the day. So looking for another trade, though. What would I want to see? I'd want to see something that just screams, we're going now. So don't really love where we're at right now. Again, make sure my copier's on. They are. Doesn't scream like, hey, yeah, we're definitely going, but it also looks like, hey, yeah, we definitely could go, because we had a little pullback and now we're getting some push up. So but we didn't even tap the 5 minutes, so I'll kind of just chill out here. Maybe we tap back into the midnight open price and then go higher. We could do what we did one of the weeks where we got really close to sweeping out the high and the new week opening gap on the Monday, and then we just didn't. So I really just want to kind of be careful here with all those things and just wait for a really good setup, because we made our money today. We made $600. So if we don't get a trade in the other accounts, it is what it is. I wish I would have gotten that on the loose or in these Lucid accounts, but I wouldn't have made as much. I would have made less, right? Obviously. So let's see how this would have worked. So I trailed every candle open on the 1 minute. So that was here. Then we locked in this. Then I moved it here, so it would have taken me out. But then this candle, you go open. This candle closes, you go open. This candle closes, you go open. You would get stopped out right here. So could have definitely a good way to trail the stop button on a day like this, where it's just running and you don't really know. And like the last thing I want to do is leave my stop at break even down here, and it gets this close to the high. You're getting greedy for. And this is what I think a lot of people get wrong. It's like they're like, oh, I'm holding, I'm following my plan. But it's like, why would you hold out for an extra 15 points? Why are you going to go through an 80 point to the downside swing when it could come all the way back down to your entry? And you missed out on 190 points that you had just because you're looking for 15 extra points. Like, that logic doesn't really make sense to me, which is why I like to trail my stop. But again, man, everyone has their own opinion and ways to trade. So, one size doesn't fit all. Some people like to just hold their trades all the way. Why'd all my drawings disappear? For me, I don't really like that method. I think it's a little just dangerous to do. Because mentally, if I do that and then it comes down and I make no money on the trade, I'm like more likely to crash out. Unless I obviously take profits. But why did it remove all my drawings? That's actually really frustrating. There's no way they took away all my drawings. What? Gotta redraw all of my stuff, bro. That's actually ridiculous. Hold up. Okay, why is it? Okay, that's what we're using. We're using this. This still has all my drawings. Not sure why the other one didn't, but it is what it is. So again, this could become a really clean setup because we have this wick up here, which is lining up with relative equal highs here. So this is a pretty free long eventually. If we can get back to this 5 minute tap, would be nice. Again, 10 a.m. we have some news. This is a nice wick to also target if we have a full on reversal, like a complete reversal. This 930 wick is just a very good draw on liquidity. So if we start really reversing, yeah, there's a lot of potential here today in this market. What does this risk to reward look like? That's a 1-to-1. See, it's like if we get a nice strong close above this opening price, it looks like it would want to go. But it's just one of those ones that then if you lose on it, you kind of just are frustrated because it didn't tap the 5 minute or anything. But this 5 minutes about to make an order block. I don't know, man. It's one where it's like you feel like you go wrong either way. You either trade it and you get frustrated with the loss, or you don't trade it and you get frustrated that it wins without you. So I guess I'm just going to leave it. That's not the most convincing close anyways. I really want to see this 5 minute get traded into somehow, some way. I go for this here.
Order filled.
On the eval / fundeds. As soon as we take out this high, I'd go break even. Don't love this. Don't like it stalling right there. Really want to see it go on this next candle.
Stop filled.
Dang, how did I lose on like 2 accounts?
Order filled. Stop field.
I'm just like gambling here because I'm frustrated that the draw is gonna get taken. I gotta just take a second to relax. My draw is getting taken. Oh well. It's so frustrating though because it's so obvious where it's going, and I just second guessing the entry to it. Yes, took it out. NQ didn't. I mean, it's obvious where it's going when we get this rip off market open, but I'm just getting too frustrated with it, which is just making bad decisions happen. I need to just let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. It's the hardest part, though, when you have a really clear and obvious draw where it's like, okay, I think it's going this way for sure. It's just annoying to let it go without you because, again, I trade based on draws and liquidity. So when I have a clear target this high right here, it's like, okay, I'm very confident this gets taken. I'm just trying to do anything to get to that high, and I want to take any move. I don't want to get taken without me. So I'm getting FOMO and acting on the FOMO, which is just obviously not good because look what happens. Look, we leave that high. If we come down and sweep these lows and get a nice setup, then I can take a real great trade towards those highs, right? So, and then, but if not, it's probably going to just go back up right now. And that frustrates me. And I can identify that's going to frustrate me. Like if I see this get taken out, I'm going to be kind of frustrated, but I shouldn't be. So I've just got to relax. I'll wait for the 15-minute to open, wait for a clear setup. I need to just be clear and obvious, right? It was clear and obvious I opened. This is a great trade, a great long. But here, it's not a great trade. It's not a great long. Why? Because there's no great setup here, right? It's just I'm hoping that it goes up here. It could manipulate. It could build liquidity. It could do whatever. But I'm hoping that it goes up there. And that hope is the bad part. So I need to wait for setup, right? What will happen if we get an SMT at this low, right? We sweep this low, get SMT, we tap back into this fair value gap. Then we make an inversion. Then we have this high. Then it's a great setup, right? But right now it's just a mid setup and it's just manipulating. So got to calm down. It's first day back. Don't want to be making this many mistakes. And I can at least sit here and recognize what's causing these triggers, right? What's causing the unprofitable behavior to happen. First day back's always tough with trading because especially after not getting a payout last month, I'm just kind of like forcing everything. Like I really just I want to get some results in, right? And get closer and have that winning day in XYZ, but I just got to relax and understand that I don't have to force it in one day. I don't have to pass all these accounts today, even though I want to. I don't need to. And my goal is just to get around 5,000 in payouts this month. That's my goal. $5,000, $5,000, $5,000, right? So let me just wait because again, I shouldn't take a trade until we sweep this low on either ES or NQ. So I need to just sit back and be patient. So how was the trip? The trip was great, man. Atletico Madrid game. So, okay, how about this? Let me recap. I'm going to make a video. It's going to be like kind of talking about just trading and the freedom of it and social media and like just making money through, trading social media rather than working a regular job. But in terms of like the actual trip, left on Saturday last week. Flew in, long flight, watched like one movie, watched 500 Days of Summer. It was a pretty good movie. I liked it. And then what happened? Then we get there. super exhausted. We stayed up super late because the time change. We landed in, we flew out of Miami at 10 p.m. So like a 10-hour flight. So we got there at like local time would have, well, my time when I left, it's like 10 hours from 10, so 10, 11, 12. Then we have 6 hours. So like, it felt like 6 or 7 a.m. Well, I didn't mean to do that. 6 or 7 a.m. By the time I got there is what it felt like. 6 or 7 a.m. And then, hey guys, look, we could lose this trade here, or we could wait, not get this trade here, and then we could take a short to these lows. That could be great. Unfilled 5-minute and 15-minute gap could be forming here. The trade shorts too, right? That could be great too. So we got there around like 6 a.m. my time, like Miami time, Florida time that I'm from, and then it was like, so that makes it about like 12 p.m. their time. Oh, my hair looks cooked. So it's 12 p.m. their time. So we went to my uncle's house to eat lunch, and dude, I was exhausted. Like we didn't leave there till like 3 p.m. their time. Like I was just cooked. Got to our Airbnb, chilled for a little bit, went to bed at like 10 p.m. So we were up for like a long time. Like I remember eating dinner around like 4 p.m. Spain time, and so that would be the equivalent of like, we were eating dinner 9 p.m. Spain time. 9 p.m. Spain time. So that was like 3 p.m. back home. So I got up at 7 a.m. on Saturday as well. So it was a long day, and I started like feeling like I was hallucinating. Went to sleep, got up, whatever. Monday, we had the whole day to do whatever. We just kind of walked around the city, kind of just checked out Madrid with my cousin and my brother, which is really cool because I got to give them a nice experience, and I paid for their game tickets and the Airbnb alongside my dad did like half the Airbnb. The Airbnb was like $600, but so we split that, me and my dad, and then got the game tickets for everybody. And it was just cool that I got to use some money I made for that experience because my brother probably wouldn't normally come. He's not really super into the soccer games and stuff like that. So it was cool that he got to come. Same with my cousin. I mean, my cousin's into it, but he wouldn't have been able or wouldn't have wanted to afford it. So it was cool. And ended up doing that, right? Just walking around the city since they had never really been there all of Monday. And then news is coming out in 2 minutes. So walked around the city Monday. Tuesday was the Atletico Madrid game. So we did the Real Madrid stadium tour on Tuesday. That was cool. It was unfortunate because they don't show you the players' locker room a day before the game after 12 p.m. So we didn't get to see Real Madrid's locker room, which is kind of sad. Ate at a nice restaurant. In Spain, it's really cool because you get these things called menu of the day, which is you get an appetizer, a main course, and a dessert and water or drink of choice for like 17 euros. So that's like $20, and there's no tipping in Spain, which is kind of sick. You don't have to tip people, so it's like cheaper. But it's really cool because you get a lot of food and stuff. So we ate at a restaurant, right? Big thing in Spain is just to eat. And then we went to we took the metro system, which is really sick. So it makes it nice that if I do move there next year, which is my plan, it's really nice because you just get like the road and the or the railroad and the color. So it's like the blue tin, so it like has a number and a color, and you have to figure out where's the end point. So it's like south side, whatever. Let's just say it's south side. It's the end point of that train route. So you just have to say, okay, blue south side or 10 south side, and then you know where you connect and stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory system. It's pretty cool. So you take the metro, got out at the Metropolitano, which is Atletico Madrid Stadium, a little bit outside the city. Really cool atmosphere. Fans were great. It's a lot more of like a passionate fan base. Dude, it's like, again, man, it's so close to news though that I'm not gonna mess with it. News is coming out next minute. But yeah, so the fan base is so passionate there. Completely different than Real Madrid because it's just like a lot more pride in their club. So Atletico Madrid, I wanted it to be a close game. I wanted to go to overtime. I wanted Atletico Madrid to go through. I like Simeone, but I wanted there to be some drama. It ended up being a really close game, but Sorloth ended up giving a hat trick. It was 4-1, so they kind of pulled away at the end, but it was cool. It was great, and the fans were great. A lot of atmosphere in the stadium. So that was Tuesday, and then Wednesday was the Madrid game. So we went to my aunt's apartment, and she cooked us a nice, great lunch, and then we chilled there for a while, and then we went to the stadium. I had these VIP tickets that I bought where we got food, and the entire Bernabeu, it's new. They have like stuff underneath the stadium, like restaurants and music and all this stuff. And it was really cool. So we ate there and got like 2 hours before the game. Saw the bus come in outside the stadium. Cool. Got into the game. Obviously, watched the game. We were at the little top of the stadium. It was still sick. Still great. So this is the news. So we watched the game, and then yeah, it was cool. They ended up winning. Vinicius scored. Tchouaméni scored 2 great goals. Wish it was a little bit better gameplay, but you know it is what it is. I'm not gonna complain. And yeah, it was just a great experience. Obviously. But yeah, dude, this man, no way, this man, Timmy, they're doing the live stream with TJR and him for 30 days. He's in a short right now. I really don't understand the short idea, but hopefully it dumps down so we can get along. So that's kind of funny. I just pulled up to see if he was doing anything because I'm kind of curious about it. It's kind of cool. But yeah, so the game was sick. Left the game Thursday was our last like full day there. So we only had 2 days outside of game days, and then we had like
Order filled. Stop filled. Stop filled. Stop filled.
crazy volatility. I don't mind that though. I wanted to see it go up from there. It didn't want to. Can't force it to. But that being said, Thursday we had a more full day as well.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Okay. I'm just trading like a bot, but took out that high. Now could I expect some shorts? Maybe. Change these. I'll continue my story time in a second here. Again, now the shorts look even better because we kind of stacked all these lows. But yeah, I don't know. To me, it was short in here, but that's kind of funny. But yeah, so Thursday we had 2 full days, 2 game days, two like just days, not game days, which is nice. I don't like to have too much longer when I'm not trading. Like I don't want to take too much more time off. Flew back Friday. So Thursday we went out to some of these villages outside the city. One was like I can't remember the name, Sarago or something. Let me look. Segovia, and Pedraz. Segovia and Pedraza. Right, those are the 2 places we went. So that was cool. We went there for those things, obviously, or to go to Mount. I'm like all over the place. It's hard to do this, man. It's like underrated to sit here and talk and try and trade and first day back and nervous and whatever. So we went to the city of those 2 places. They're like small, like older style towns, and we went there and just walked around. Went to this jails. Went to different different castles, stuff like that. It was really cool. So it was a great trip, man. I flew back on Friday. We had the whole aisle row open. So we bought like aisle seat, and then ended up having the 2 middle seats in between us have nobody in them. So I got to lay down, and it was really chill and really easy. Made the flight back easy because I have a lot of blood flow issues that you guys probably don't know about that really affect my legs and pain when I get on flights. And yeah, it's tough. So it was nice to have the empty seats so I could not be in pain. Oh wow, we tapped that 15-minute. Yeah, that made that pretty nice. Yeah, that made that setup even nicer than I thought it was. Yeah, this 15-second long was good right here. That long is goated. Go break even this high at 47. I could actually made some profit on that trade, 50 points. That was the trade for the day. It's just a little sketchy when you leave this low, but it's a 15-minute fair value gap tap, and it's a SMT. So this thing's going to probably keep ripping, actually. But who knows? I still don't mind trying to take a short down to those lows. The name opened here, but yeah. Notice how we get the move of the day, and then we start just chopping around. Again, still kind of looking for this 30-second to get inversed, to go lower. But again, looks like we kind of want to just make new legs up and fill this whole new week gap. And we took our trade off open. We just didn't get on the evals. And I'm just like really trying to pass these evals ASAP because it's just like kind of annoying to not like make money and just be trading evaluations. But the better I trade, the quicker we aren't on the eval anymore. So I have to remember that. So yeah, unless we inverse this gap, I don't really like it. Even there, it's just a little bit suspicious. And I should just be happy with the long off open, right? That was a great trade. Really clear, the clearest trade that we'll get of the day, right? With all these targets. Now it's like playing the reversal is dangerous because we've clearly been super bullish off of something, right? Off of just the economy is super bullish right now off the war news. So. Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna keep ripping towards higher draws. I just have to be done and happy with the day, or happy with the first trade, not like overall trade day, but just frustrating. I think forcing it too much on these evals. It's kind of tough to not force it. What were the other trades for the day that we could have taken? This is a great 15-second long because we have this high go break even. You go break even. You take profit here. Let some runners go. So that'd be solid. Then you'd probably trust out to this low. Then you'd kind of monitor this. Threw me off a little bit because we didn't sweep this low, but it makes sense that we have the SMT. So what I'm looking at here, if I didn't explain it well, is that this 15-minute gap, ES trades into the, or NQ trades into the 15-minute gap, in ES doesn't. So it's like showing it tags into a higher time frame gap with the new week gap above, and then we have a strong reaction and we have SMT, so kind of made sense here. And then when we failed to go lower after sweeping that, it's like expected to fill this entire gap, which we just did on ES. And now it's just like I kind of expect to keep expanding because now it's like, why would you try and short this type of move? So I should just be happy with the $800 I made on the Alpha Futures account. But it's like, you know, that's the thing with these funded accounts is that you're never really satisfied. You kind of want to always just make more and more and more and more and more. My biggest day on the Alpha Futures account is 942, so I need to make $2,704 to be able to request a payout. And then if I do that, $2,740 divided by 2, I would be able to take a payout of $1,370. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. The volume seems to die out. It's a Monday, first day back. I'm going to accept the day here. Could have traded better, obviously. I'm gonna not get greedy trying to take a trade because again the volume is completely dead. We had the volume at open, then we had a little bit here, but after that, the clear draw was taken. My objective was taken for the day, which was this new week opening gap. I mean, I had objectives maybe lower, but midnight open was above. So after getting a great trade, we kind of spoiled the fun here with trying to get caught up in this because I was so confident in higher prices. Market made sense today. I'm going to do my journal. Made a lot of sense today. Was pretty easy to read. A little bit confusing on how to get in though. Easy read, but not really easy to trade. And I'm just going to be okay with $40 here on each of these accounts. It's kind of just like a, hey, you got away with some bad trading and not dig a hole, right? That's what I need to learn from is that just because I made a few mistakes doesn't mean I got to keep trading bad until I either bust the accounts or make a lot, right? So, yeah, it's like I was trying to force some to get closer to the payout, or not payout, closer to the passing the count, but it quite literally doesn't matter if I pass today, tomorrow, the next day. It just matters about taking good trades and winning and making money. So, and all the accounts are in a really good spot to get passed. I need $700 on each of the accounts. That could be 1 or 2 trades. So, yeah, just accept the day. Move on. Another day where I haven't traded on these Alpha Apex accounts. Which I don't know how long I gotta have until I gotta trade them because I haven't traded them in a while. Yeah, this market's just not really giving anything to enter off of. So I've got to figure out if I how long I have to trade these accounts, because I haven't placed a trade on them in like maybe 2 weeks. Um, they're all up about $500. I need about $1,000 to get a $1,500 payout. So if we can get a payout from those, if we can get a payout from one or two of these Lucid accounts plus passing them, that would be big. And then the Apex Alpha Futures, I mean, then I'll be chilling at a smooth. I'll be looking at a smooth little payout for the month. That would be about be about two, three, yeah, about $4,000 or $5,000 if I can just lock in for this month and get all these accounts to payouts. And who knows, we could surpass it by a lot more if we just trade smart, trade with proper size, let the trade play out, right? So we will see. But first day back, man, I'm not gonna beat myself up too much. Just kind of calmed the nerves, made me remember, hey, relax. Follow the plan, do what you're supposed to do. Don't trade like an idiot. Wait for the setup. If you see the setup, take the setup, right? What happened on this long here? How come we only made $600 with 5 micros? Well, we took most of the contracts off at the high right here. So it's gonna happen that way when you take most of them off with the low-hanging fruit. So I don't mind doing that. I should have probably, with the momentum, not done that and taken most off at the midnight open price. That would have got me a little bit more, about 20 points more, 39, 49, 50, yeah, 20 points more on 2 micros. That's $40. That'd be like 120 extra dollars. But you know, not gonna complain. So yeah, I'm just gonna end it here, I believe. Although I do like the idea of a short here, but again, that's just greed and wanting more, right? Because if you look at this, it's like, okay, yeah, I do think we're going to come back down to these lows at some point, but do we really have to? Is there really anything telling us, like, yeah, we're about to have some type of move in the market here, that big players are involved? No, this is saying the market doesn't really want to go anywhere. I'm kind of chopping. I'm not really doing anything. Like, no big players are in this market. Like, any type of move is kind of getting rejected.
Order filled.
Ugh.
Stop filled.
That actually, okay. That's gonna cause me to just be raging, bro. No way that 5-minute gap's holding like that. I need to get off the charts, boys. I am getting just really frustrated. It's like why would I even take a trade right now? Like I don't mind the short, but like why would I just go long right now? Just because I got stopped out of the short with speed. Like, I don't even really know what I've been looking at here. I mean, again, the market was a really easy read to my targets, which was the new week gap and the high once we started ripping. And I took a great trade off open. But then after that moment, I really couldn't tell you what I've been really doing. And that's a problem. And now this is all just like hopeful guessing. Dude, I really don't know what I'm looking at. I'm like, oh man, after the break from trading, it's just like I'm just itching to progress my accounts and get closer to the payout and be able to say, oh, like I'm one day away from payout, or oh, I'm getting this payout tomorrow. And I'm just too focused on the money. I'm just really focused on the money right now instead of the process. The process was the process. Today I got better at trading in terms of my eye. My eye got better. I got to see the market again. I'm very blessed and fortunate to see the market. Midnight open, the high, new week gap, draw, whatever, manipulation, expansion. And then I'm getting the opportunity to learn look at what happens when the objective's taken, right? The objective gets taken here. We're like right off open, right? And then guess what happens? We start just chopping. It's just chop work, right? So I've got to get off the charts and not continue to try and trade this because there's nothing to trade here. It's just gonna chop me up and blow accounts. So if I don't just log out of the accounts, it's just never going to happen. So if I stare at the charts, it'll look like something's about to happen. So I'm just gonna log out of these. And then I've gotta just log out, bro, because like the more I look at it, then I'm gonna see a candle come down here and it's gonna make me want to short, and there's no reason to. There's no reason to. Market's not doing anything I like. I've got to remember that.
Order filled. Stop
Yeah,
field.
I've got to do. It's like I don't want to put risk on because I'm just like, know that I'm just being stupid. And yep, there it is. Dude, it's like I don't know how I ever since I've been trading more accounts, I've been struggling a lot more with just like taking a great trade, which is like the trade I would take, and then just wanting more and just greed. I never suffer with greed with my trading until trying to trade a bunch of accounts. But it's like it's difficult because I don't want to trade the same sizing on my Apex accounts as same as my live account, as same as my Lucid accounts and evals, and same as my Alpha futures. Like I don't want to trade the same sizing, so it genuinely makes it difficult to like I can't just get a copy trader for them because I'm not trying to trade the same amount per trade. So
Order filled.
all right, we're just gonna go for this. Go break even when ES takes out this low right here. not logging back into these accounts. I need to log out. These accounts are not messed up. I need to just log out. And this trade's still doing its thing. I gave it the breathing room it needs. I hate that reaction. I'm not gonna lie, if it goes break even, I'm counting my lucky stars, closing the trade, and getting off the charts. But
Order filled. Order filled. Stop field. Stop field.
Bro, dude. I'm such a joke, bro. I'm such a joke.
Order filled. Stop field. Order filled. Stop field.
Bro, like, what am I doing, dude?
Order filled.
Oh, what have I done?
Stop field. Order filled.
Go up, I close it, I'm out. I'm out on this trade if it hits that high. Please just go up, dude.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
I mean, what on earth am I doing? What on earth am I doing? It's just such a terrible mentality. We have SMT now. Strong displacement off the filling of the gap. I don't even want to upload this video, bro. Just to get clowned, which I deserve. Deserved clowned. I deserve to get clowned off this, but
Order filled.
I mean, what am I doing? I got it back to 20 bucks and then now I'm getting greedy. Man.
Order filled. Order filled.
What am I doing? What am I doing, bro? Go up, I get out. Go up, I get out. Go up, I get out.
Order filled.
30. I've got to just end it here, bro. I've got to stop trading. I'm only down 400. It's not the end of the world. I'm just such an idiot, bro. I hate myself. I actually hate myself. I actually hate myself, bro. Dude, that's like, what am I even doing, bro?
Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. Hurry up and lock the accounts. Or log out, I mean. This is... but it's like, now it... I'm logging out, I'm logging out, I'm logging out. Oh, dude. This is why, like, I was like, dude, I wonder why I'm so nervous to trade today. It's because I'm nervous. Like, I'm only nervous to trade because I literally don't have any reason to trust myself on the charts. I'm literally just... I don't want to reinforce negative ideas about myself, but I just gamble. And it's so frustrating because today was so simple. But I sit here and get, like, literally my day was done at 9:40 or 9, like right here, right? 9:40, right? My day was done. And then I just sit here and proceed to gamble the rest of the session. And now it's like I really want to get that short. Why? Like, okay, why am I logging back in? I don't understand. Log out, log out. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Turn off the charts. Um, turn off the charts. I can't look at them. Okay. Let's talk about it for a second because, yeah, I need to. Dude, what happened today? Took a nice trade off open. Got super excited to trade and try and pass my evals, try and get progress, and fell into bad mistakes, bad habits. Super disappointing because I came into today really nervous. Like, I came into the day nervous. Like, oh my gosh, I feel like, I don't know, I just felt nervous because I hadn't traded in a week. I always trade worse after breaks because I'm just way more eager to make money. I was really frustrated after the last month. I got no payouts last month for the first time since I got my first payout. I got a payout every month for 6 months straight, and I didn't get a payout in February. That was frustrating. I'm trying to like prove that I can get a payout again, and I'm trying to just force things. It's really disappointing because I took a great trade. I took it on one account, but who cares? I still took the trade. And I've never had this problem with greed. I need to start just making it simple. I take a trade on one account, I'm done. I'm done for the day. If I'm done, if I took a winner, like if I took that same trade, I've got to ask myself, if I took the same trade across all my accounts, would I keep trading? And the answer is no, I wouldn't, because I would be done for the day. So, yeah, really disappointed with that. I mean, I don't even know. It's just whatever. I'm not gonna beat myself up. I'm not gonna call myself a degenerate. I'm not gonna call myself X, Y, and Z because that's just bad to feed your subconscious. I made a mistake today, and I've got to do better. I've got to recognize the fact that I'm just forcing it, man. And this is tough. It's tough because we all fall into this. We all want the payout. We all want the money. We all want the whatever, and we just want it because I want to change my life so bad. I want, like, after coming off that trip, I want to be able to make that my reality full time. I really want to make my life as amazing as all these people you see on social media, but I've got to remember people on social media are probably lying. And not all of them, some people are doing it, but don't compare myself. Doesn't matter. Really do this skill, learn the skill, right? Like Justin, he doesn't make any money trading, right? So I used to think, wow, I really wish I could be like Justin. And turns out he's not making any money trading. So I've got to just focus. I took a great trade. I didn't need to throw away the day and waste my time. I literally just wasted my time. It's 11 o'clock. I just wasted my time gambling all day. So that being said, man, yeah, code Diego on all the firms. Apex, they're looking great. Lucid, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Disappointing, but nice to be back. The rest of the week will be better. Peace.